Okay, few students are still joining. We'll wait for a couple of minutes, then we'll start. Meantime, if there are any questions with regard to the previous class, please let me know. Okay. If there is any question, just let me know. Is the sound voice clear, students? Hello, check. There are some
Yes,
disturbance.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, great, great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, today we'll be starting an important part of it, which we call it as non-probability sampling. In the probability sampling, we understood many things: stratified, cluster, and what are stratas, what is proportionate, disproportionate. Then we went through one stage, two stage of area sampling. All those things were covered. Okay, so that was quite clear, I feel. Then today we'll be understanding non-probability sampling. Okay. Uh, Again, this has six different types of sampling into it, which we call it as deliberate, then shopping mall intercept sampling, then sequential sampling, then quota sampling, snowball sampling. Every year, your question paper is incomplete without this question. Snowball sampling, many times it has appeared in the paper. And even in the research, we do use this many times. Okay, that's easy way to collect the data what we believe in. Okay, then we have something called as panel sampling. Okay, so those things we'll be understanding in detail. Okay. Okay. If there are no questions, then shall I start with the non-probability sampling? Okay, non-probability sampling. Let's start this. The first is deliberate sampling. Okay. In the exam, students, they might ask you a question, what is deliberate sampling? Else, if they twist the question, then they might ask you as what is judgment sampling is one and the same. If they ask you purposive sampling, again, it's one and the same. Deliberate, judgment, and purposive. Three different terms are same, students. Okay, three different names, but it is deliberate sampling. The sample is found by the discretion of the judge, purely considering the purpose of the study, along with the understanding of the target audience. Here, the participants selected solely on the basis of research requirement and elements who do not serve the purpose are kept out of the sample. Quite simple one, so I put it in bold. The research is done purely considering the purpose of the study. Okay, I have a purpose. I'll quote the example later. Now let's take an example. Okay, let's start with an example that would be really nice. Okay, I have a purpose of I want to know how many of the customers are happy using Nescafe liquid decoction. The new recent example. Let's plug in. How many people are really interested in consuming or happy about consuming Sun Cafe liquid coffee decoction? Okay, please understand this. So here I need to talk to the people who have actually bought this product. Please understand. I need to talk to the people who have actually bought the product. The reason is quite simple, because only they can judge my product, not others. Only they can judge my product. Okay, that is where we call it as deliberate sampling. Okay, it means here basically what we look at is the the person who has not experienced my product, and if he is going to comment on the product, okay, then I'm giving providing a wrong data to my company as a researcher. Okay, please understand. Let's consider a few more examples so that it will be very clear. Okay, if I'm say for example, okay, let's talk about IPL. That would be really nice. Okay, if I'm doing a survey, okay, and I'm going and asking people how was previous day match. Let's take an example of the previous day. It was between uh, Bangalore, RCB, and Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai Indians and RCB. Okay, the previous day. Let's take an example of yesterday was June 17, June 17. Yeah. So let's assume that there was a match. Okay, the next day, sir, in this sampling, customer satisfaction is required. Ritik, I'll talk about that. Okay, you're right on part of it. Okay, what happens? I'll explain it. Okay, is that fine, Ritik? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, customer view is very much required. Satisfaction. I'll explain it. Don't worry. Okay. Now, say for example, yesterday there was a IPL match. Okay, between RCB and Mumbai. Okay, I come to Ritik. I come to various people. Anish, then Kirti, then Akshay, Neminath, Ankita, blah blah. I'm just taking the names, whatever I see on the screen. Okay. Now I ask these people, how was this IPL match? Okay, let's assume that in the yesterday's match, Kirti didn't watch the match. She is not interested in watching IPL match. Okay, but if I ask her this question, okay, I'm doing a blunder, students. Please understand. I need to ask the people who are really going to judge the event, and not to somebody who actually don't know about it, or else who is not actually watching it. Because if Kirti says that Mumbai played really well, okay, then that's a mistake what I did. Okay, please understand, because she has not seen the matches, and if she is going to comment on this, Kirti, don't take it personally. Just an example. Okay, if Kirti is going to comment on this, saying that, yeah, saying that Mumbai played really well, okay, and Bangalore didn't perform well, okay. The fact is, Kirti has not seen this match. Kirti is not aware of this IPL matches, but still she commented. As a researcher, I did a blunder by asking Kirti. One, okay. Second is, even Kirti did a mistake by commenting on this. So here, what we need to do, students, please understand, who do not serve the purpose are kept out of this sample. Okay. Coming to Ritik's point, I'll explain it later. Who do not serve the purpose, when I say, who are actually not a part of this, who are actually not a part, or else who are actually not aware of this, or who don't have the knowledge of this, should be excluded from the sampling. Means they should not be asked about it. Okay. Now coming to Ritik's point, he said only the satisfaction. Oh, sorry, I'll just look at it. Sampling customer satisfaction is required. Here, both the things are required, Ritik. Okay. Here, satisfaction is also required. Not satisfaction is also required, because the fact is very very clear. Okay, if the person was not satisfied about the IPL matches the previous day, okay, then he might be dissatisfied. So let him give the fair comment. Now take an example of Amazon. People write the comment in Amazon saying that this book is not good, this product is not good, this product was not delivered at time. Even those negative comments are really required for the company. Only then they can improve on that. So satisfaction is also required. Dissatisfaction is also required. Both are required. Did I answer your question? Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear. That's really nice. Very good question. I like that question. What you asked was really, really matching the point. Okay. So, students, is the concept and the example, is that clear? Yes or no? Just let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Once you say yes, I expect examples from your end. Quick. Can you do that? Consider a population, consider a sample size, okay, wherein people should be excluded from the event, or else from the sample. Take football club matches, take Amazon, take Flipkart. uh, I'm just giving you a hint how you can explain this example. Okay.
Sure, I have an example.
Yes, please. Yeah, Purnima, please go ahead.
So my population is a old age club, like people above 60, men, women, everybody, old age club.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
My sample is I'm asking a few people, like some aged people, women, men. I'm asking them the chocolate which is released in a market recently, is it good or bad?
Okay, one
And
second, Purnima, 1 second. Sorry, sorry, I'm correcting you. Your population is old age people. Yeah,
so old age club, there's a club of
old age. Yeah,
many people.
that's the population. What you said, sample? Sample are those people whom you are going to select. Is it men and women? So somewhere around 100 is your
The
sample. Sample
and
size.
women for that club. I'm
Okay,
picking
members of somewhere around 200 or 100, whatever it is. Yes, yes. Sample. Yes, go ahead. Continue. Yes.
asking
Sorry, I
them
heard it.
chocolate has been released in the market, how is the
Mm-hmm.
taste, what flavor did they like? It is not deliberate to them because they have no knowledge about chocolate, and not even they have interest in the chocolate. Rather, I would have asked them something related to some spray or pain relief spray or some belt or something like that. Then they would give us a better answer.
No, if they are not consumed the chocolate, then you can't do a survey on them.
That's what, sir. Matlab, I'm asking them about the chocolate, so they don't consume, so it is not related. Something like that I came to say. You said IPL, na? Ki who won't watch the match, they are not related. Something like that I came to say.
So
I guess.
I should exclude them. So I should exclude them. I should not ask them questions. Say
Uh,
now the understanding was wrong, Purnima. Let me explain. Now I'm telling
yes.
you, I gave an example of Kirti, then Pooja, Akshay, Ankita, okay, then Asha, and Gajanan. They are watching IPL matches. In this, Kirti is not an IPL lover. She doesn't watch the matches. So I should include Gajanan, then I should include Pooja, Akshay, Ankita, okay, and Asha, because these people are watching matches. So I should ask question only to these people and not to Kirti. If I'm asking Kirti about this IPL matches, then the research collapses then and there. The reason is quite simple, because she is not aware of IPL. You got my point, Purnima?
Yes, sir. Now I
Huh.
got it exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Now, say for example, you can change this example to your MBA classmates. In your MBA class, okay, somewhere around 47 students, out of which 40 people have tasted your chocolate which has been released in the market. Yeah, right. So you're supposed to ask only these 40 students, but exclude those 7 students, your friends, because they are not the right people to comment on it. Making sense? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great, great. Okay, good. Others, any views on this? Please let me know.
Well,
Sorry.
So I'm going to consider youngsters, and I'm going to
Youngsters, okay.
start a new music channel. But some
Rohit, let's be very specific in research. Youngster, when you say the age range, can you tell the age range between 18 to 30, 18 to 25,
18 to 28.
18 to 28? Oh, yeah, very specific about it. Okay, 18 to 28. Okay, go ahead.
And some girls are interested in reality shows, and few boys and girls are interested in series. They are excluded, and some are interested in music, and they are
Mhm.
my target.
Okay, so you are going to ask the questions to these people who are actually watching this reality shows. Yeah, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Holds good. Really, really holds good. Yes. Yes, others. Go ahead. See, students,
Sir,
this is quite
conducting
simple. Yeah, yeah, Shubham. Shubham, go ahead. Yeah.
sir, conducting a study on why high school students choose private college over universities.
Okay. So your sample, your population is high school coming students. One, your population. Your
Yes, sir.
sample, say for example, from government school, they are going to private schools. Those are your sample.
Yes, sir. I mean, like Jain College and VTU University, both. Means why Jain College? Why
Mhm.
not VTU?
Okay. So why Jain College? Why not VTU? Yeah. So people, see again. Let's get into the detail of it, Shubham, as you raised this question. Okay. Your target population are those people who are going to get into MBA. Okay. Your sample, okay, is the people who are going to get enrolled for the MBA. Okay. Your population could be anyone, but your sample are those people who are getting admitted, or else your sample are those people who are going to write the PGCT exams. Yeah. So that is your sample. Okay. Now you are going to ask question only to those people who are getting an admission done. Did I help you on this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Shubham,
Yes, I understand.
yeah, yeah. See, your view is right. Okay, somewhere, sorry, I wanted to add a point on this because students, when you use these terms in research, you got to be very specific. Please understand. Population can be entire India, population can be entire Karnataka. Okay, now entire India wants to take admission? No. Okay, what is your sample? Those people who have written PGCET, okay, those people should be interviewed in this, and not everyone. I hope this helps, Shubham. Yeah, right. This is what you wanted to say, Shubham.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, correct. That's really nice. Okay, great, good. Others and Shubham, don't write this example in the paper. VTO and Zen college.
Sure, sir.
Humble request, please don't. Okay, okay. Okay, others, go ahead, please. There's a comment. Sir, age group between 10 to 30, there are fast food lovers, McDonald's. Asked to them, how was the taste of the new burger? Yes, Ritik, you're right. Your example is absolutely right. No doubting. Perfect. Perfect. If I am a vada pav eater, okay, and if you are asking me this question, then your research will collapse because I am no one to judge your survey. Did I help you, Ritik, on this? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. A very nice example. Ritik says in the comment he has put it. Age group between 10 to 30, okay, and they are the fast food lovers. McDonald's will do a survey. How is the taste of the new burger which is launched in the market? So in this age between, sorry, I'm putting my age within 30. Sorry about that. Okay, please bear it. If in this 30 people or 10 people, whatever Ritik is doing a survey, if I am one among them, and if he is asking me the question, then that's wrong. He should ask only those people who eat burger and not the Varun who is eating vada pav. Okay, so that's the main reason in this. Okay, really nice students, very good examples. If someone still wants to plug in some example, the platform is open. Else, we'll straight away move to the next one. This is what I expect in research class. This is absolutely what I expect in research class because once you tell the examples, it means you are relating the subject very, very clearly. You're understanding the subject. Okay, that is how it works. And when you do the practical work in the market, you can easily relate the concepts. You can easily relate the concepts. Okay, here. Now, say for example, if somebody has watched a movie, okay, say for example, 10 friends are sitting in a group, and 10 people have watched the movie. Say for example, KGF or whatever it is, the recent movies what you take. Okay, and if if I'm doing a survey, if I'm a director, if I'm doing a survey, I go to these people and ask. The first thing I need to know that is this sample has actually watched the movie or not. Only then I can ask them the question. How was the voice modulation? How was the screen? How was the music? Everything. Because they are the right people. If they have not watched the movie and if I'm going and asking them question, there is no point of doing the survey. Okay? Because some wrong answers they'll be giving. I simply put it and I just go ahead. So that's the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah. Clear, students? Any questions? Any examples you can plug in, or else we'll straight away move to the next one. Just let me know.
Sure.
Yes, Nikhil. Yes,
Sir.
go ahead.
Sir, I'm going to know the people who are like to drink or buy vodka.
Vodka. Okay. Nice example. Your population is are those. Your population is those people who
Sir, I'm going to select only those people who like vodka, and who don't like, they are excluded from this sample.
Okay, great. Let's put it in the research term, Nikhil. This holds really, really good. Your population is those people who consume alcohol, one. Your sample are those people who like vodka. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now it's right. Means you're going to do a survey on those people who are actually consuming vodka and not whiskey. Clear? So that is how it works.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. Good example. Now don't get into the brand detail of it, Smirnoff, Romanova, blah, blah, blah. Okay, not required. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, great. Very nice example. Then next, anyone else? The platform is open, or else we'll move to shopping mall.
I want to try.
Yeah, Shreya, please go ahead. Go ahead.
So I have a new bakery, and So can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yes, I can hear you. Sorry, I spoke in between.
So I launched one cake,
Mm-hmm.
and who are cake lovers, I asked them at how is the taste of my cake.
Okay.
And who are not the cake lovers, I excluded them.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Say, for example, your sample size is somewhere around 10 or 20 people. You ask them how was the taste of the cake. Okay. Because they are the right respondent to answer your questions and not the people who don't consume cake, who didn't consume cake. Yeah, you're right, Shreya. Absolutely right. Perfect. Yes.
So I have to give an example. Now I
Yes.
got the.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So,
Purnima, go ahead. Go ahead.
so my population is JNMC, and my
Mm-hmm.
sample is students from JNMC who are lovers of fast food. And I would like
Okay.
to ask them they would go for McDonald's or Domino's. Domino's pizza or
Yes.
McDonald's burger meal.
Yes, yes. You're excluding the people who are not going to McDonald's. Yeah, even that is right. But you're going to ask the question only who are fast food lovers and not others. Yeah, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect, perfect, Purnima. That's a perfect example. Really good. Even Shreya, your example is good. Nikhil, yes, perfect. It went on well. Okay. Others, you want to give a try, you can do that. Else,
Yes,
yeah, Kirti, you want to give an example?
yes, sir.
Please
I'm
go ahead.
conducting a I'm conducting a survey on those who are interested to buy Apache bike.
Yes.
I should ask only those who are interested to buy that particular bike, not scooty
Mhm.
lover.
Yes, absolutely right. So can you use the terms and tell me, Kirti, can you give a try? Your population is all the bike lovers. Your sample population are those who like Apache bike. Yeah, right? This is what you wanted to
Yes,
say?
yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, students, you guys are right. Next time, whenever you're giving an example, start using these terms so that the concept will be fixed into your mind. Population is my entire population who love bikes. In that, the sample size or a sample population are those who actually love TVS Apache. That is how it goes. Okay, right. But your examples are absolutely right, students. No issues in that. Yeah. There's one comment. So can you relate Coca-Cola in example? Yeah, Shubham, we can do this. Okay. Now, Shubham, you want to speak on this? I'll correct you on this. Let's discuss. Is that fine, Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, start कीजिए चलेगा.
Sir, beverages is sir my product, sir, and population is users of product.
Yes, your population is all the people who consume beverages. Yeah. Yes.
Sir.
What is your
And that
sample?
some people.
What is your sample population, Shubham? Are those people who like only Coca-Cola?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So if
Sir.
if someone is consuming Pepsi, you need to exclude him because he's not the right person to comment on your product.
Yes, sir.
Got it, no, Shubham?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, good example, Shubham. That's really nice. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Others, fine. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Ritik, you want to say something? No? Okay. Good students, you made by day early morning. That's really nice. Okay. So the next part will start with stopping mall intercept sampling. Intercept meaning stop. Okay. It means stop. This is non-probability sampling method, which we already know because we are in non-probability sampling. In this method, the respondents are recruited for individual interviews at the fixed location in shopping malls. This type of study should include several malls, each serving different socio-economic population. Now, students, before I explain this, I just want to know from you. Soon after, sorry, don't write this example in the paper. Just I'm relating it to you. Then I'll be coming to the brands as an example. Soon after you wrote your PGCT exam, okay, you might have seen Jain College people standing with a pamphlet in their hand. You might have seen KLH people standing with a pamphlet. then GIT, blah blah blah, IMER, blah blah blah. All the colleges were standing with a pamphlet, and some people even took a book and a pen and a paper, okay, a book and pen, and they're jotting down your names after the exam. Did this happen with you or no? You completed your exam, you came out near the gate,
Yes, sir.
and started asking your name and contact number.
Yes.
And some of you might have bluffed the number, some of you might have given the real numbers, whatever happened. Okay, so such sampling, we call it as intercept sampling. This happens in the mall students. Those who have been to Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, in the mall, before you enter the mall, the person will stop you. He'll ask you the details. Madam or sir, can you fill this information? In Big Bazaar, take an example of Big Bazaar. They stop you and they ask you, Madam or sir, can you fill the details? Okay, you're entering the mall and they're going to ask you, so sir or madam, can I take your 2 minutes? Can you please fill these details? Okay, so such sampling, we call it as shopping mall intercept sampling. Means this is done at the fixed locations. Let me still elaborate this. This new car is launched in the market, or Pureit is launched in the market. They have come up with a new variant in the market. They put an umbrella, they sit in some location, and you walk to them and you ask, how is this purifier, blah, blah, blah. And the person will, soon after you see a demo, he'll ask you, sir or madam, can you fill the details? Can I get your contact details? You give all your details, okay, and you come back. That is where we call it as shopping mall intercept sampling. Means the customer is stopped, he is interviewed, he is asked. Okay, in this method, respondents are recruited for individual interviews at the fixed location in the shopping malls. Okay, hence they are recruited and they are available to interview the people at the fixed locations. Okay, why they do this? The purpose I'll tell you. The marketer wants to know what they felt about the product. Okay, what are their plans about the product? In the future, will they buy the product or not? Everything they just want to ask. So that is where we call it as shopping mall intercept sampling. Is this clear, students? Have you come across such things? Anywhere in the mall or something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
These
PNG
people.
Plus.
Okay, they've done this. Okay. Others, if you have come across this, you can easily relate it. Okay. This why basically they do it to just understand the views and the plans of the customers in the future buying. Okay. So that is where we call it as shopping mall intercept sampling. The next is sequential sampling. This is a method in which sample is formed on the basis of series of successive decisions. Okay, let's understand. Series of successive decisions, students. That's a key point you need to remember. First, a sample is selected from the selected data collection and analysis is done. Based on this decision is made whether further samples are required or not. Sample size is not known in advance or before in hand in this method. Each stage of decision is taken whether further samples are required or not. This depends on the adequacy of the information provided by the existing sample respondents. Is the sale in Amazon good or bad, critical level during festivals, whatever it is, I'll explain. Sequential sampling. Here, the key point you got to remember is series of successive decisions. Sorry, I'm quoting this example. I'm really sorry. Please do not write it in the paper. Just to make you this subject very comfortable and easy, I'm quoting this example. Now, say for example, your team, okay, your group or whatever it is, your classmates, okay. Sorry, I can see Akshay on the top over here. So Akshay came to the class on one fine Monday morning and he says, Amboli chalte, we'll go to Amboli. Okay, say for example, Akshay has a friends group of 20. I'm just quoting this example, nothing serious. Okay, Akshay has a friends group of 20. Okay, now Akshay says we'll go to Amboli for trip coming weekend is a plan. Okay, now out of this he'll ask only 5 people. Okay, he'll just ask 5 people. Okay, he says Saturday को हम बोले चलते हैं. This is the plan. Okay, he tells 5 people. But this rest 15 people, okay, should it be asked or not is totally left to Akshay. Is totally left to Akshay. But somewhere this rest 5 people is say, बाकी लोगों को पूछ ले. You ask the rest of the people, rest 15 people, will they come or not? He thinks not required or they will come. If I say they will come, but still later in the afternoon, Akshay will feel that I still need to ask this rest of the 15 people. Then he starts asking. Okay, means in advance, Akshay was not knowing should he ask all 20 people. Okay, he just asked five people. Then he thought that rest people, if I tell, they'll come. But he started getting a doubt: will these people come or not for the trip? Okay, so again he started asking the people. Now coming to this. Okay, before I plug in company as an example, the concept, is it clear? Example, forget it. Please forget that example. Don't write it in the paper even by mistake. The concept you got it, students, means series of successive decisions should happen in this. That is where we call it as sequential sampling, series of successive decision. Okay. Now coming to this example, say for example, company has planned to launch, okay, a big day sale of 3 days by Big Bazaar, or else Amazon is planning to come up with 10 days sale of discount sale, flat 50% discount. Okay. Now what they do is when they do this, when they plan to do this, okay, they need to tell it to the rest of the world. Okay. But what is their means of communication? Should they put this advertisement on TVC, television commercial, or should they come up with a paper advertisement? Okay. If they are coming up, I'm taking just 2 examples. One is TV, one is newspaper advertisement. If they come up with this plan, okay, how many times should I repeat this advertisement? Okay, is a big question mark. Okay, and to which population I need to tell this? Is it only Belgavi population, or as entire Karnataka, or as entire India? They need to check about this. Should I come up with the advertisement only in the regional channel or as in the national channels? So they need to check. If they decide on that, how many times they need to do this? Everything should be calculated. That is where we call it a sequential sampling, the series of successive decisions. How many times I repeat it? So in the example I written it, is the sale in Amazon good or bad at a critical level during festival season? Good is measured in one part of system, C, which is reachable the target level. If the sale is less, okay, then given level, but not over the resample and repeat the calculation. Now I'll explain what I'm trying to say in the example. I am coming up with 10 days mega sale by Amazon. Okay, I'll come up with the advertisement in the market, okay, in the television for first 5 days, but my sales are still declining. So what I do on 6th day, again I'll come up with banners in the city, Belgavi city. I'll tell to the world, means to Belgavi people, that there is still flat 50% running in Amazon, or a flat 50% running in Big Bazaar. Because my sales are declining, I got to know that people were not aware about my offers. So again, I repeat the advertisement. I tell to the world, this is what we are doing in the market. So repetition was required. The successive decisions were required. Is this clear, students? The concept and the example. Yes or no? Or else we'll plug in some more examples and we'll work on this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you give me some examples? Quick.
So I'm going to launch a new coding app where
Okay.
first I will make advertising companies where the developers will use it. And after that I will go to engineering colleges, and after that I will target the high school students also who are
Yes.
interested.
Yes. Perfect. Others? Is that fine? Others? Means why we are doing this is, sorry, yeah, Purnima, go ahead.
So
Yes,
can you
another
give
example.
another?
We'll do. Yes, we'll do this. Okay. Now, say for example, I have launched a new product, a DO in the market. I have launched a DO in the market. Okay. I launched it in Belgavi city. Okay. I'm a small company. I run a small company. I launched it in Belgavi city. Okay. Now I need to do a brand awareness. Please understand. Now you'll get the term very easily when I relate it to marketing. I need to do a brand awareness for the people. Okay. Now, what I do is initially I give a free sample to everyone. Okay. Then what I do is later I start doing a survey on the people. I ask them, did you like this product or not? People say, yes, I like this product. I say, for example, I gave it only to 100 people. Okay, please understand this. I am a manufacturer of DO. I gave this DO to 100 people. Okay, I went and asked 10 people, did you like this DO? Okay, and they said, yes, we love the DO. But rest 90 are still remaining. Just by asking 10 people, if I take a decision of manufacturing 1 lakh units, no, I can't do that. I still need to ask this rest 90 people. So what I do is I take 60 people contact number, I call them and I ask them, sir or madam, did you like the brand? Did you like the DO what we had launched in the market? The sample what we had given. Now at least 70 out of 100, if I'm asking 70 people, okay, then I'm doing a good thing over here, because I didn't stop over only with the 10 people. I still felt that if I'm going to do a large production, will the people buy it or not? So I started asking the larger population, more and more people. Out of 100, at least 70 people I asked, so that I'll get a confirmation, yes, they like it. Rest 30 people, I can ignore it. If given a chance, I can still do a survey, but I'll ignore them. So initially I took 10, then I might have taken 20 or as 50 or as 60. So totally I'll take 70 or 80 people I asked. So initially I felt, let me ask only 10 people. Then I felt, no, I should ask still more people, because the further decision is dependent on my survey. That is where we call it as sequential sampling. Means in this method, in which the sample is formed on the basis of series of successive decisions. Okay? Series of successive decisions happens in this. Purnima, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you give me an example, quick? Others, can you give a try? Can you do that? Make mistakes, let's correct it and work. Okay, someone type. And the hotel introduced one dessert dish, and the hotel gives complimentary to first 10 customers. See how the dessert was. Hotel made a sampling. No, Ritik, your example is incomplete. I didn't get you. Sorry. When this dessert is given to 10 people, Ritik, let's add on to this. Okay, you saying that. Okay. If the dessert is served to 10 people, okay, next time when these people, after this, I need to ask all the 10 people how they felt about it. Okay. If I ask only 2 people, later I somewhere feel that I still have left 8 people. Let me ask still more and more people about this. Ritik example, let me elaborate it. He's serving a dessert in the hotel to the people for 10 people. Okay, is a sample size. Out of that, only 2 people he went and asked, how was it? But after 10 minutes, again, Ritik feels the rest 8 people I need to ask. Out of them, at least 5 people he'll go and ask, how was the dessert? So repeated measure, successive decisions happened in this. Ritik, is that clear? Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I feel you people are not clear with this. Let me add on some more examples with the explanation and explain you why this is just. Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah, Purnima, go ahead.
I'm launching a soft drink in the market. So
You're
randomly
launching, okay.
I randomly
Okay.
pick a sample of 50 people, out of which, and I give them the sample, and randomly I take 10 people and ask them did they like drink or no, and 10 out of 8 people will be satisfied with my soft drink. I think later I should ask 10 more people. I go for 10 more people for asking the same question, and out of those 10 people, all are satisfied. So around the same thing I continued once more, and then finally I get a good result. So I think of producing more units of my soft drink and
Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Others, is it clear the concept and the example? Is that fine? Clear? The
So I
crowd
have
went
one
silent.
example.
Yes, Shreya, go ahead. Please go ahead.
So I launched one pen. So pen is my
Mm-hmm.
product. I went to one high school and I chose
Mm-hmm.
one class of 50 students and I gave them a free pen. After
Mm-hmm.
5 days, I went back and I asked them how was the pen. If 40 out of 50 will told me the pen is good, then I will produce that pen.
Okay. Out of 50, sorry, how many people you asked?
Uh, I asked all 50 students.
Okay, okay. Initially, what it can happen is, okay, Shreya, let me add on to this. Initially, you asked just 20 people. Let's consider this. Let's change the example slightly. Okay, initially, you just asked 20 people. Okay, but you still felt that further research is required in this. Okay, so you asked 10 more people and you started adding 10 more people. So, totally, all 40 you asked. You got to break this. Means initially you ask only few people, then you go on adding few people into it. Is that clear, Shreya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Means out of 40 as a 50 as a population, you asked initially only 20 people. Then you felt that 20 people is less. I should still ask further more people. So you add 10 more, then 20 more, then total 50 is done. Then you can take your decision on this. Did this help you? Fine.
Means initially we have to choose only 10 or 20 people.
No, you should not choose it. Initially, you feel like choosing it. Many
Okay.
times it happens. Sorry to give this example. When you prepare a chai or a sambar at home, first you taste it and you give it to your friend, but you called your friends to the home, okay, for the lunch or dinner, whatever it is. Somewhere around 20 people are going to come for the dinner. Okay, you are still not convinced. You tasted it, your friend tasted it, but there are three more friends sitting in your room. Okay, and you ask them, can you please taste it and tell me how is it? Only then you take the decision of adding salt or sugar into it. Got it, no?
Yes, sir.
Means you're not
Sir,
convinced with one person. Yes, please. Yeah, Nikhil.
sir, I want to start a new business. So I will tell about this
Mm-hmm.
to my friends, family, neighbors.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
not enough for me. I need to create
Mm-hmm.
more awareness. So I'll take
Mm-hmm.
help of social media. I will do advertisement. It will help to start a new business.
Yes.